even with a $15 million AAV, and I understand that's, more than a lot of people want to spend for a 40-year-old pitcher, but I think the value you get in terms of the veteran presence is big, and it's 1 year.
Max Scherzer, $15.5 million. You think he texted Verlander, haha, I got $500K more than you, Trevor? But what do you think of the move?
First of all, yes, I think he 100% did that because it's exactly why he got 500,000 more. And that he was out here citing that he ever the statesman, Max Scherzer, he's, the leader of the subcommittee for the PA. So he's like, I have a job to do, and that's get more money than Justin Verlander. So I like it. The fact he's, it hasn't thrown a ton of innings last couple of years. So got to tip your cap for being savvy and going and getting another year of that kind of AAV. And then I think that it's kind of a low risk for the Blue Jays. They need pitching. Who knows? He can give you, if he gives you 120 innings of Max Scherzer, of quality Max Scherzer, I think they get their value there because they got a lot of guys who need to step up in order for them to be successful. So I think it was a good veteran pickup move for them.
That's it. This is all I got to do.
Well, the camera's not on you. They don't see you.
And
also, you got to remember that there's humans that listen to you. Many thousands of humans today.
I'm flexing because that's what Max Scherzer did, getting his 15.5.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think this is undervalued. I think this is a value that it's huge for the Blue Jays to get this pickup. Yes, people will be like, oh, yeah, this didn't age well when he gets hurt later this year. You don't know that. Max Scherzer is not working out right now at this point to be like, man, I hope I get 100 innings this year for this team. No, he's a future Hall of Famer. He is going to bring more to the young guys on that pitching staff. Bowden, I always forget how to say his name.
Jim Bowden.
No, Bowden.
Oh, Bowden Francis.
Bowden Francis is going to be –
just to confuse you a little bit more.
Bowden and Bowden anyway.
Yeah. Low and Lau.
Just learning how to compete in the big leagues, and he's in the American League East. No better place to bring out a little extra fire in a dude, and if he wants to re-sign and pitch, he's going to do well. So it's a big pickup, I think, for the Jays.
I mean, I know you want me to say a lot of things, but if we can zoom in on my – sloppy handwriting here when we get a chance. We had a problem yesterday, and guess what? It got solved.
Right.
Okay. Eric, I know you can't read that well.
Problem.
Yeah, no, that's Spanish. Problem solved, and guess what? It didn't take much conversation, Scotty. You and I talked yesterday. Eric, I don't know where he was, but at the end of the day, things got solved.
They talked him into – so give everyone a little context in case they missed yesterday's show.
Well, yeah. I mean – Todd Father had a problem, and the issue was nobody wants to go to Toronto, and next thing you know, I went beep, 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 bing, bang, bada, boom, bada, bing. Max Scherzer signed.
Boom. Yeah.
I'm not saying I had anything to do with it. I'm not saying I did.
But
did I?
People from Jersey have a reach to other countries, and
of course,
one of the countries that's really close is Canada. So I figured if this stuff kind of gets done, Todd, call up Rogers Communication.
I did. There's only one phone booth in the world anymore, and it's actually right down the street in downtown Toms River. I had 50 cents. Boom, boom. It said, you have 1 minute left. Put a nickel in to get one more extra minute. Bang. It was good.
Nickel.
Saved a lot of money. Mm-hmm. I saved. He gained.
And the Blue Jays are doing it.
Okay, so then let's bring this to the next layer here. So, Trevor, I'll let you answer two for us. One, do you think the Blue Jays have a shot at playoff contention, assuming that this is it for their offseason? And two, now we can play this game with four people since the 500K is close enough. Justin Verlander, Alex Cobb, Charlie Morton, Max Scherzer, all one-year contracts, all making 15 except for Max's 15.5 because they pay the Blue Jays tax for having to go through customs with the fam. What do you think?
I would say, honestly, the only maybe change I would make, Verlander and Scherzer could be tied, but I know Max Scherzer, he signed second, so he's going to get more. It's just the way it works. I like all of these contracts. Even with a $15 million AAV, and I understand that's more than a lot of people want to spend for a 40-year-old pitcher, but I think the value you get in terms of the veteran presence is big, and it's 1 year. So the risk, they're just not. That's as little risk as you could possibly get for guys like this, especially future Hall of Famers in Verlander and in Scherzer. So I love this. It's the way that the fact we're all worried right now, right? That like the oldest guy in the league in 10 years is going to be like 34. All right. So to see 4 guys all in around 40 or over 40 get their contracts still in this game and see the values being paid for that way is a positive sign in my opinion.
Wait, I need him to rank though.
Right.
Oh, you want me to rank
the same amount. So I also need you to play GM and rank those 4 on how you think they're going to fare this season.
I'm going to go Verlander first. It's going to get the most value out of him. I'll go Verlander, Morton, Scherzer, Cobb.
Nice. That's a solid list.
Morton's going to have the most innings.
Yes.
But I am ranking it Scherzer, Morton, Verlander, Cobb. I think the change that I saw in mechanics from Verlander after that lat injury like 2 seasons ago, I just feel like it's kind of really building on him. And I'm taking a flyer that Scherzer's not coming back from last year's setback that he had, but I'm saying it's Scherzer, Morton, because Morton is he's making 30 starts all the time. When early in his career, he ran to first base and blew his hamstring out when he was with the Phillies. So to me, that's where it's at with Cobb being a lower 4th.
And me, I'm going Morton. I'm going. Oh man, they've just been injured. I'm going Morton, Cobb, Verlander, Scherzer.
Scherzer last.
Yeah.
You even argued against yourself.
No, I had to write it down to remember who we were talking about. That's the worst part about it.
And don't lie to yourself. Okay?
No, this wasn't my order. I just remember Scott said it, and I forgot the names he said. So
it's a tough
from seeing them at the end. I'm not saying they're not good either. I mean, Verlander at the end couldn't pitch. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. He was struggling. I mean, he's got injuries that that are going to linger, in my opinion. So. That's the only reason why I put both those could be a solid third together, in my opinion. And then I just love Charlie Morton, where he started and how. Remember Charlie Morton in the beginning? I mean, we used to. I don't know about you, but we used to tee off on him. He was 92, 93 with that nasty curve. Oh, it stunk.
But it was flat.
Listen, it's weird to say a flat sinker, but it was. It moved this way, but it was 92. Then all of a sudden he's like 97. I'm like, where did this guy come from?
He got sticky in Houston, and they were like, stop doing that. We're just going to go here and this right off of it.
Let it naturally move on its own. I got
you. And he got traded from the Braves over to the Pirates, came into our locker room and pitched in AAA, not in the big leagues, in AAA.
Incredible.
And pitched they were like, hey, you're going to start the second game of the doubleheader. I was like, why? They're like, one of the guys that just got traded, Charlie Morton, is going to pitch, and we want you to catch him because he'll be in the big league soon.
You're like, oh, Jesus.
And I'm like, oh, great. Charlie Morton, this dude was nasty in AAA. And then Pirates just never solidified what he was. Ooh, he's figured it out.
Yes, he does.
And Trevor, this is why I love this show, the way that Eric just drops that he got sticky in Houston. Like, that's the kind of baseball talk I need to hear.
More in a minute, but first, a quick word from our sponsor of this video.
As an athlete, I care about what I put in my body, especially when it comes to protein. But can we also get some protein that tastes good? Come on, it's 2025.
Todd, that's why this podcast is sponsored by Orgain. Orgain believes real nutrition has the power to make a real difference in people's lives, and it tastes so good. Orgain's new 30-gram complete protein shakes offer protein-packed real nutrition designed to satisfy your cravings without any added sugar. They're also an excellent source of premium, ultra-filtered protein with all 9 essential amino acids.
FT loves Orgain, and you'll often see it on the desk in the studio as we fuel up before and during the show. We love it for muscle support, recovery, and more.
Remember, there are no quick fixes when it comes to your health. If you want more protein, give Orgain 30-gram protein shakes a try. Head to Orgain.com/FOUL30 and use code FOUL30 for 30% off your order. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use the code FOUL30 for 30% off.
And now back to the video.
John Heyman said the Blue Jays missed out on Juan Soto, Roki Sasaki, Corbin Burns, and Max Fried, but with Andres Jimenez, Anthony Santander, Jeff Hoffman, and now Max Scherzer, their team is much improved. Solid A offseason if they can sign Vladdy Jr. It's an A+. Let's go last round here around the room. Trevor, do you agree with that grading system? Miss out on a lot of these big names and for me, I'll do it because I'm quick. I'm going to go B right now.
Yeah, I would go B minus. I think there's several better teams that have done a better job, and I think that matters. Like, you can only reserve your A's for somebody. You can't give everyone an A. I would say at least they're in on everybody. That's a positive. I'll say, like, they're reaching out, they're trying. I mean, A for effort, I guess, but yeah, I'll give them like a B, possibly B minus, because I think they are better than they were, which is gives it the over the D there, but that's about it. I don't think there's a huge difference maker in that, but I do think they have some pieces with Vladdy and with Bichette who have such high ceilings that if they play up to their potential, then you had Barrios and Bassett. This team ceiling's really high, so I think these additions will help them make it more likely that they hit their ceiling this year and make a run.
I'm going to stick with an A because I still think they're better than the Orioles.
Wow.
B, because Trevor used all my words.
A is
I got them number 3 in the AL East.
Wow, over the Orioles. That's a hot take.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.